none of them sell.
They never sell.
I didn't realize how expensive this guy was. And Majora's Mask is one of my favorite games of all time.
Can you play games in color?
Oh yeah. It was right around 3,000.
I'm thinking about taking them to a show. If we would have took these to Heroes Con, do you think they would have done good?
Yes. They sell pretty quickly, yeah. I mean, this case was completely full of that one, and now it's only half.
I noticed the JoJo's been here for a while. These are Ichiban koozies. So basically, it's like gambling, but not really. You buy a scratch-off ticket, and based on what number you get off the ticket, it correlates with one of the items, one of the prizes. Hey, what's up, pal? You still bringing games up to see me today?
Yeah, I'm about 12 minutes out.
All right, I'll see you in 12 minutes, man.
My name's Jacob Waller. I brought in toys and games, stuff from the 80s, 90s, some more popular stuff. I know Scott's always looking for good games to add to his store, stuff that I think would go a little quicker. Not too much into collecting games anymore, so I have some stuff sitting around that I figured I'd move his way.
Thought you was bringing me video games. You said there'll be some surprises.
I know he likes Japanese robots. We share that, and I brought him some Japanese exclusive G1s that are sealed. So have him take a look at it, see what he thinks, see if he wants to add them to the store's collection.
Can you tell us about these Toy Biz Mario Kart 64 items? I feel like I saw these. Did you bring them to our show, or where did I see these
Yeah,
at?
you did see that, and you were interested in it. And I don't know where we were and when we talked about it, but
we keep running into each other at all these shows.
Right. Mostly released at KB Toys. They were at Toys R Us and stuff like that, but they came out late and they weren't on the shelves very long and kind of disappeared. So they're a premium now, especially because at the time there wasn't much video game merchandise coming out. So this is a very astute Samus
so that's actually
statue. That's like this tall. I think you can take a look at it, see if you're interested in it, but it's a light up statue. So one of those is just the box only.
Okay.
One of them, that's that one. And then
funny you should say that. I actually have two loose ones in the case.
I
so
figured
this works out.
The box might come in handy.
Again, this is kind of box. Even if I didn't have one, I would buy the box just to have the box.
Well, some of these are box. This is box only. Games are in here, and then these two are box only.
So I don't understand, Jacob. Like, we went 2 years without having one of these Majora's Mask 3DSs. This is my 5th one in a month. What is going on?
I don't know.
If I get it, it'll wind up being the 5th one.
Could be our economy.
Lewis, another one. Not saying it's not incredibly rare. It's just I don't know what's going on.
One of the people want. It's awesome because it has all the masks on the side too. No Metroid one.
No Metroid.
There's a Metroid statue. But this is missing the manual, but that one's complete. It has
this one's
the
complete?
Coupon and everything on the back for the free pizza. That one's missing the manual.
So this was the first Turtles game I ever played. It was before the arcades game was actually in arcades. Did you ever beat this game?
No.
It's incredibly hard.
No.
It's incredibly
I don't think
hard.
I've ever gotten through the dam. And I haven't played it legitimately probably for 15 years or so because I got so frustrated when I was a kid trying to get through the water, getting through that dam level. But that's everybody's issue.
I got pretty deep into it, but back in the day, we couldn't just buy $60 games or $49.99. We would rent it. So if you didn't get it knocked out by the end of the weekend, it went back to the rental store. So I never actually completed this one.
So these are all, that's complete.
Okay.
This is just box and manual, and then I think this might just be box. But
all right, I'm gonna have the guys definitely double check everything. What are these?
So this one is staying with me, but I brought it to kind of show you. These are analog consoles. So they're FPGA. It's not emulation. So it is the...
Explain to me what that is.
I'm not a computer nut to tell you kind of how they break it down and all that, but a lot of the things like Hyperkin, they use emulation where you can get slowdown and things like that. There's no emulation in these. So when you're hooking something up like your NES up to a digital TV, you've got analog to digital. Well, this is digital to digital. It's a digital signal. So there's no loss, there's no latency issues, there's no slowdown, there's no lag. And the way it upscale is awesome. So I brought the Pocket to kind of show you how it works and what it would look like, but this is a Super NT. Well, this is the Mega SG, that's the Sega Genesis version. And the Super NT, which is the Super Nintendo version. So they're super high quality. You can kind of feel it. in
Have
their
you been
build.
playing on these things yourself?
So yeah, these were mine. I'm really moving out of a lot of my games and focusing on Japanese robots.
I know you're on a deadline. How long do we have to get through this stuff for you?
Ooh, I got 40 minutes.
All right, we're gonna knock this out in 40 minutes for you. Oh man,
There we
you
go.
actually got a Legend of Dragoon figure? All right, so this one might actually come home with me. Dart. Now this was supposed to actually be the Final Fantasy killer.
That is my favorite RPG on PS1.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I love that game. I played it through probably 3 or 4 times.
These look great. I'm gonna get them up to the front. I'm gonna get the people up front working on it. Then maybe you could talk to me about this other stuff.
Yep.
The statue, I'll take a look at it. I don't have a whole lot of luck with premium statues like that. If I pass on that one, I don't know the value of it. Like, what kind of value
So-
is this thing?
It's a little pricey because it's a Samus statue from Metroid Prime, and it's the exclusive one, so the whole thing lights up. I mean, if you're going, there's not many of them out there right now that
Without
are
me
listed.
taking it out of there, because I know what kind of collector you are, do you have videos of pictures I can look at through your phone?
Oh, I can show you what it would
Okay.
look like. I mean, I can tell you where I would be at on it. The cheapest one listed right now is like $1,500. I think that's nuts.
Okay.
I would need $700 for it. That's what I'd be looking at. I can show you what it looks like and kind of give you comparisons.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested
but-
in the full suit Samus.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
but also it's a big space taker too.
Adam, I'm glad you're back here. I have something I need you to work on. All right, so Jacob has a few newer games. He's got some Switch games. The things I'm super interested in, though, he's got my favorite RPG.
Legend of Dragoon's better than Final Fantasy.
Hey, listen. All right, I don't know if you've played all the Mega Mans, but this game gets crapped on. This is by far the best Mega Man, in my opinion.
Ooh, that's a lofty.
2 was big for a
We're
while for me.
all about some hot takes right
Listen,
here.
the final boss, like the final, like Wily's level, I get it, but the game itself, like the different bosses, the levels, it's my favorite.
Oh, I love that game. I think the intro to 2 is so good that everyone holds on to a lot of that because it's an amazing intro.
Well, 2 was my first, and that's kind of why it was my favorite for the longest time. 3 was actually really good too, but number 1, that's where it's at, guys. All right, so we're going to go through this one. These 3, I'm gonna have him look at. I'm gonna be very careful with
Go
them.
for it. There's nothing crazy high end. I mean, the Majora's Mask 3DS is definitely something that's nice. The analog consoles, because they come out and kind of sell out, are kind of lucrative.
Can you play games in color?
Oh yeah.
And no matter which ratio they put in or console, it all keeps the screen full and looking
Yep.
good?
Yep. So it's Game Boy Color. I think there's a WonderSwan add-on, Game Gear, and the Neo Geo Pocket. But there's all kinds of
That's always
stuff
my
you can do.
problem with emulated games. I can never get the aspect ratio
Right.
to work properly. So.
Well, this isn't emulated. That's what they run into with it. So the same thing with which actually.
Man, you just can't cut on Mario without me trying to beat a
Oh,
level.
here, you wanna-
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
But it's the same thing for the Super Nintendo and the
so you just put the
Sega
real
Genesis.
card in there.
Yeah, but you can also, there's a attachment that you can have all your
Yeah,
games
absolutely.
loaded up, but I like something tangible. That's what I was telling him, something to hold on to, something to put in there.
Right.
But the quality of them
Do you
is,
think that's a generational thing where we like the tangible physical items?
yeah, unfortunately now, yeah.
You think kids like today are going to grow up feeling that way?
No, because everything's digital.
How much did you pay for these items?
They're between $300 and $400 when they come out. They are, I don't know if they're still sold out, but they sell out pretty quickly, and they carry a premium because they sell out quickly, and so many people this is how they want to play the games, because you're taking a digital to digital signal into the TV. You're not taking an analog signal with the NES, trying to plug it into HD TV. And again, this isn't emulation, it's FPGA, which is a perfect creation of what it was on an NES.
Would I run into any problems? I like to play older games, obviously. We've been trying to live stream some of the older games. Would I have any problem with a capture device running this machine?
I don't know, because I haven't run a capture device through it. I wouldn't think so, but I don't know. I'm sure there's probably plenty of forums and everything, and we can look that up and see.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out. It's probably something I wouldn't be interested in today, but if you're cool with me doing some research on them,
Yeah.
if it kind of fits some of my needs, I would definitely try to scoop it up from you.
Okay.
So.
You know, there's stuff like the Mario Kart figure people definitely want. You don't see it too often. Stuff, you know, it's not crazy hard to find stuff, but it's in good shape, so that makes it a little more desirable. It's hard to say because none of them sell.
They never sell.
I can show
Even the
you.
American ones don't sell.
Well, yeah, and the American ones came on cards that you rip off, and then they're done. What's nice about those, they came in boxes. There's not even really any on WorthPoint. There are some listed on eBay for just stupid prices. I mean, there's like $700-800. There's one that sold for around $200, but it was opened. They've been taken off the card in there. Those are all
These
sealed.
are actually sealed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to put cash on them, but I would do trade on them. So I'll let you think on that and see if we have something to benefit you.
Legend of Dragoon, the best, one of the best games, if not the best game on the PlayStation 1. Like I said, played this more than I did Final Fantasy, any of those. One, I tell people all the time that it's fantastic. If you haven't played it, give it a try. They need to remake it. Sony, if you're listening, we got to have a remake of this guy. It's great.
This is it.
Let's see what the box is. Oh man, it's like all boxed up. So, sorry, I'm so old, I can't see. All right, so we got the full suit Samus. And how tall is the statue?
You got me. I don't know. It's probably 2 feet tall, maybe.
But you've had it all on display, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any paint chipping, any
No,
damage to the feet or accessories?
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
It was in the cave, put away, kept in a safe spot.
It's one I would love from a personal collection. I have nowhere to put a statue like that, unfortunately.
Oh, I have a lot more statues, but I was like, I'll bring you one that's a better one before and see if you're interested in it before I brought a bunch of them out. And it's, you know, not everybody is a statue collector.
So when you originally reached out to me, it was about coming to the toy show, video game show. If I didn't buy this one today, is this one you would try at our event, or is it too risky to have it out on display?
I probably have like 6 statues, and I haven't taken them to any shows that I've done just because it's so much
So
to lug.
dangerous, too.
Well, yeah, and taking them out, it takes time to take them out of there, set it up and everything. I'm not against it. Something like that I might bring. I also have the Majora's Mask, giant Majora's Mask.
Just the mask itself?
It's the mask itself that lights up,
Wow.
the eyes light up
That's
and
pretty
everything.
cool.
It's a lot of really cool stuff. I didn't realize how expensive this guy was. And Majora's Mask is one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's better than Ocarina, personally. And seeing this, and then wanting it, and then now seeing the prices, like, we got to have it in store. It's too cool not to have. It's got the Blockbuster sticker still on it. Some people really like having the old, like, Blockbuster, different movie rental place stickers still on their stuff.
Did I ever show you my movie?
Some people don't, but
I saw the video where
I think they're cool. It's like a memento of history.
I added everything up. You know, Scott said he did price charting, pulled everything up and added it in there. It was right around $3,000. That's retail. You know, I don't know if we're going to work out something, trade, cash. You know, Scott said he's 75% of that. So we'll see. It's not stuff I'm married to, but I also want to see if there's anything that I'm looking for in here.
Japanese bots. I would like these for a personal collection. I feel like I'm going to run into the same problem with you, trying to track down the other 8 of them.
Right.
So if we put them in the store, I'm going to have a hard time getting much more than that. So
It's a unique market. It's sealed G1 from Japan.
I just see it
So-
collecting dust for a long time.
Right.
Until some guy like me comes in and is like, I can find the other 8 of them.
Or I'm the other
Or
guy
just
that would
ask
come
the
in that
other
would be
ones.
looking for them.
Yeah.
We're the only
Right.
2 guys who hunt these down.
Yeah.
All right, so I would be cool with 200 a piece store credit.
Okay. I'll take a look and see if there's something
Take a
that we
look
can
and see.
come up with.
As far as the monetary on the other stuff, what did you come up with for the games?
Well, I was including
These guys. Let's
Yeah.
take them guys out because I'm on the fence on that.
so the rest of the stuff that's over there is coming up right around. This is, I think, 1,000. It would have been like 21 or 2,200. I can add everything up again. I did the price charting breakdown.
Okay. So if you have the breakdown, can we just backtrack these 2 items?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I want to do some research
that's
on
without
these
those.
before we do that. Oh, okay. So we already know. He's just going to verify that. I think that price is good. What percentage are you looking to get on this stuff?
So I know I messaged. I said, "Hey, what are you offering?" Some of it's really good stuff. Some of the Switch games are sort of so-so. I love 75% in-store credit.
If we can definitely bundle that together, that'd be great.
Okay. Yeah, and it's just let me know what he comes up with and where you're at. I had an idea on some of the figures and everything. I think I'm pretty fair on them.
So the estimate he sent me was $2,100 in value. That's what the 3 figures included.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want you to verify it.
Yeah.
Got about 20 minutes left. I have faith in you. That's not including the Transformers box.
Yep. You guys are working on that.
Working on it. I'm trying to land these. What's your best price on the statue?
I have to have 700, and it's the exclusive. So they released 2 versions.
Now, could I do store credit on this?
At that price, probably not, because I think I could throw it on eBay, honestly, and get 1,000.
I think you can get 1,000, but you also risk the problems associated with selling on eBay.
I know.
What about if I did 400 cash and 300 store credit? Then you don't have to deal with any eBay headaches.
I'll do 500 cash, 200 store credit.
I'm an easy man to get along
All
with.
right, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. I bought a collection up in Thomasville, and the guy had one of these statues.
It's an awesome statue. I mean, it's great. It just doesn't go with my heavy Japanese robot theme.
How many rooms of your house do you dedicate for these collections?
Oh, I have our basement, but there's 3 rooms in the basement, so it's like
Okay.
off to the side.
That's the perfect way to do it, man.
Yeah.
Was that a factor when you purchased your house? It had to have a
Yes.
basement?
Yep. I'd wanted a basement because I come from Ohio. We have basements up
Yeah,
there, and then trying to find basements down here was tough.
$1,600 store credit.
So yeah, it's good.
Or $2,400 store credit with Transformers.
I have to look around and see because I already have 200, so I'm at $1,800 in store credit, and then
You can just agree now
$2,600.
and just imagine it's just like Tokyo, everything you dreamed it would be.
Right.
And then if you're disappointed, I'm sorry.
Somebody just got their little mail away reflector or something or spark bot.
Hey folks, how are y'all doing?
Maybe. I don't have a lot of credit.
And we're trying to give you even more credit.
Well, so I thought on those. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Okay.
I'll do something similar to what we did on Samus. I would do half in cash, half in credit. And that's your call.
I'll hold off on them.
Okay.
You're not mad at me though, right?
No, I don't care. You can do it. In no way you have to get them. But yeah, I know it's a unique thing. It's sealed G1 Japanese.
So I am totally into the Takara bots. I'm even into the Taiwanese, Korean,
The
whatever.
crazy knockoff
I
stuff.
love that stuff.
Yeah.
The mini bots, I'm not into.
Yeah.
So you guarantee win something, but the big prizes is what's everybody's shooting after. And when it gets down to the very end, they get a special prize no matter what. So a lot of times the guys will, if there's like 15 left in the case, and these things cost $20 a piece. They'll literally buy the whole case just to get that one special item. You have to rip it out of here, so it has to be important, right?
And do we want to do anything with the...
We gotta make a display.
Please bring this card to the cashier and make your purchase.